Orange Box from Valve is a really weird collection. I mean, let's start off with a name. It's not Half-Life 2 The Orange Box or Games The Orange Box. It's just The Orange Box. It's just a weird name. But it's an even weirder deal because it's taking these 5 different games and packing them together into one collection. And you're getting some really amazing stuff. And on top of that, paying a pretty low price for all of it. It's not something you're used to seeing in video games.
Spectacular. You appear to understand how a portal affects forward momentum, or to be more precise, how it does not.
Let's start with Portal. Portal is really a puzzle game. It's shown from the first-person perspective, but you're not going around shooting enemies or anything like that. You're just solving puzzles, getting to the exit with help of a portal gun. And how this gun works is you pick it up and you eventually power it up so you can shoot 2 portals at once, one blue and one orange. And you can walk through these portals to kind of warp yourself around these different levels. Physics also comes into play, and momentum and force and stuff like that, where you're shooting a portal on the floor and you have another one up high. You'll jump down into the hole, pick up some speed before you hit the one on the floor, then come flying out the one on the top. And the game really plays off of these different puzzle elements really well to form a really interesting kind of mind-bending game. But what really stands out about Portal in a lot of ways is the writing. The dialogue is amazing. It's one of the funniest games probably ever created. There are a ton of different jokes in the game that I won't really go into too much detail on because they're worth experiencing for yourself. It feels so different from anything else out there. Sure, it's a first-person game. It's using the Source engine just like Half-Life and Team Fortress, but with it not being a shooter and with it doing all this different stuff, it really just feels really, really unique and is really something special. Team Fortress 2 is the multiplayer component to the Orange Box, and this is a sequel to a game that was a free mod released a really long time ago. And Team Fortress 2 was also announced a really long time ago. We're talking like 9 years. It's gone through a lot of changes, and what we have here is a class-based multiplayer shooter. You can pick from different types of troops, like the basic soldier who has a rocket launcher, or the scout that runs faster and can double jump. You've got the spy who can disguise himself as the other classes, the medic who can heal other players, the demolition man, the heavy who runs around with a chain gun. So there's a lot of kind of checks and balances to the different character classes, and what you're going to want to play as is going to come down to your own personal preference, as well as kind of the situation that your team's in at that time. If you're trying to play defensively or go out and capture some control points. There's a lot of different things to consider as you work through the 6 maps. But the thing that actually sets Team Fortress 2 apart from the other shooters is its graphical style. The game has a very cartoonish look to it without really being purely cel-shaded. There are 6 maps in all in the game, so you'll feel like you've kind of seen everything there is to see pretty fast. But the gameplay is so addictive that if you're into multiplayer team-based shooters, this one's probably really going to do it for you. It's got a lot going for it, and it's just really slick top to bottom, really well produced. Half-Life 2 Episode 2 is the 3rd new part of the Orange Box, and it continues the adventures of Gordon Freeman and Alex Vance, who we last saw at the end of Episode 1, getting away from City 17, which is now basically a smoking hole in the ground with a giant portal in the sky above it. You're still on the run from the Combine and trying to get away into some friendly territory. Episode 2 is probably the best that Half-Life 2 has ever been. The pacing feels really spot on, and it does the things that the Half-Life 2 series has done really well so far. And also, it has a sense of humor to it that Episode 1 and the original Half-Life 2 didn't really have. And really, any game with crate humor in it is really automatically a game you should probably own. Also on the package are Half-Life 2 and Half-Life 2 Episode 1, and these are older games, but they're still classics. So the Orange Box is out on the Xbox 360 and the PC, if you're trying to decide between the 2 platforms. The differences are more kind of graphical in nature, and it has more to do with the differing power of whatever PC you're playing it on versus the Xbox 360. If you have a modern machine, you can actually save $10 by going with the PC version. But the Xbox 360 version is definitely no slouch either, so you really can't lose with either version of the game. But minor flaws aside, all the 5 games in this package come together to form a really amazing whole. It's something that that literally has something for everyone. You're going to find the first-person shooting action that really stands out with the Half-Life games. Team Fortress 2 is going to really do it for that kind of Counter-Strike player in you, the person that wants that multiplayer kind of team-based action. And then furthermore, Portal is just something entirely unique and completely crazy. I've actually played through Portal start to finish 3 times now, and I'm probably going to play through it again later today. I don't know. Portal is really amazing. You really need to see Portal. So there you have it. It's hard to really talk about the Orange Box without delving into kind of these late night pitchman antics of saying, now how much would you pay? Or, you know, set it and forget it. Or trying to sell you Ken Griffey Jr. rookie cards or something like that. Because it really is that kind of package where they sell you some stuff and then say, well, but wait, there's more. It's ridiculous. Orange Box has a whole lot going for it, and if you're interested in any kind of first-person action whatsoever, there's something on this disc that you're going to like.